Hi all, welcome back to our YouTube channel Code with Honey. Today we are going to solve August 826 LeetCode challenge, which is maximum area of a longest diagonal rectangle. Okay, we will be giving a 2D zero index integer array called dimensions for all the integers I comma 0. I will range from 0 to dimensions dot length. Okay, for each I. Okay, 0 represents the length and 1 represents the width. Okay, so we have to return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. Got it? So we have to return the area of the rectangle having the longest diagonal. If there are multiple rectangles with the longest diagonal, we have to return the rectangle having the maximum area. Okay, so that's what the question states. So here they have given you the dimensions 9, 3, 8, 6. So first we have to find out the diagonal length. So diagonal length formula is square root of L square plus B square. Okay, square root of 90 gives 9.4. So then 8, 6 diagonal length has 10. Okay, so what we will be doing this as the greater diagonal, right? 10 is greater than 9.4, so we have to return that area. 8 6 of 48. Okay, I hope this makes sense. When you have multiple dimensions having the same diagonal, so here the diagonal will be the same for both, which is 5. So our maximum area is 3 4s are 12. Got it? Now let's take a look at how we are going to approach this question and what are the different cases that we have to handle. I have taken these three examples to demonstrate how we are going to approach the solution. So first cases, if you see, the diagonal remains same. So 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64, which gives you 100. The diagonal is 10. Okay, here 10 square is 100 and 0 is 0 and diagonal is 10. So now the diagonal remains same. Which area will you take? Then we have to take the maximum area. So in this maximum area is 10, 0 is 10 L into B. The L is 10, width is 0. So 10 multiplied by 0 will give you 0. 6 8 is 48. So in this case where the longest diagonal is same, we have to take the maximum area. When the the current diagonal is greater than the above longest diagonal, in that case you have to take whatever the longest diagonal area. In this case 3. Here if you see, longest diagonal is 3 comma 10, where the area is 30. 3 tens are 30, right? Next longest diagonal is even, next diagonal is less, but the area is more. 8 fours are 32, but still we have to take the longest diagonal area. That's what the question states. So we have to return 30 as the answer. So when you are getting diagonal is greater, we have to let's assume we'll be having a diagonal, right? Diagonal is nothing but we'll be getting length breadth from dimensions. So what are the cases we have seen till now? So diagonal is L square plus B square, right? With square root of this will be giving the diagonal. So if diagonal is greater than longest diagonal, we'll be keep on updating the longest diagonal every time. So initial longest diagonal will be 0. So now the diagonal is greater than the longest diagonal. So which means 6.3, 5.09 is 10.04 is greater than the above, right? So obviously what we'll be doing will be updating the diagonal. Longest diagonal will be updating to the current diagonal, which is because it's a greater than that. And your area, you should not compare max area. Whatever the longest diagonal area, you should area of the longest diagonal will be now L into B, whatever the length and the breadth. So here you initially area of the longest diagonal will be 0. Got it? So every time whenever you are getting a longest diagonal, you should simply update the whatever the area of that. You should not compare what is max in this. So when the diagonal is same like this 10 10, in that case we can take the max area. Else if diagonal also equals to longest diagonal, in that case we'll be taking the area of the longest diagonal equals to max of our current area, which is length and the breadth, comma area of longest diagonal. I hope this makes sense, right? So by this we'll be getting all the by this I hope this makes sense. By this we'll be getting the what is our area of the longest diagonal. So only two things we have to consider. So when the diagonal is same, you have to take the whatever the it might be the same as like this, will be getting 5 5, and the area 3 4s are 12 12. So in that case area of the longest diagonal will be same. But here if you see 10 comma 0 will be area of the longest diagonal would be 0 initially. So when 6 comma 8 also has the same diagonal, in that case our area is 48. So in this sort of cases we need to update the max area. But when the diagonal itself greater, we should update only the area of the diagonal. We don't need to consider which is max, because they wanted only the area of the longest diagonal. When if it is the longest diagonal is same across multiple dimensions, then you have to update the maximum. Got it? So this was the case and we'll be returning. I hope this makes sense to you guys. This is the exact solution what we have discussed before. We'll be traversing length and breadth, and we'll be calculating the diagonal, and we'll be calculating the area. So if the diagonal is current diagonal is greater than our longest diagonal which we have came across till now, then we'll be updating the area of the longest diagonal, and longest area of the longest diagonal is area, and our current longest diagonal will be this. So when the diagonal remains equal, then we'll be updating the maximum. Time complexity for this will be order of n, because we are just traversing one limit. Space complexity is just two variables, so will be order of 0. I hope this clear, since it's very easy approach. I didn't run through the example because we will not get more confusion with this sort of questions. Yeah, I have explained in from I have explained while I was running through the approach with the examples. Since we have used the same and not something that is tricky here, that we have to run through the example. I hope you guys would have understood. If you have any questions or concerns or any feedback for the way I'm explaining, I'm happy to hear all those. Please do leave a comment. I'll be providing the GitHub link for the solution in all the languages. If you still have questions or doubts, you can go check it out. I will be happy if you guys would have understood and solved this question on your own. Yeah, if you like my video, please do like, subscribe, and share it with your friends for the daily LeetCode solutions. And for more videos, please hit the bell icon so that you will be getting notified whenever we are posting a video. Yep, thanks for watching.